Hi folks, Tom with Friskified Fitness, and if you've been watching your diet and working out hard all year long, you probably don't want to blow your diet at Thanksgiving. You probably don't want to overeat. Here are a few ways to make sure that you don't overeat on Thanksgiving. The first way not to overeat on Thanksgiving is to know what time the main meal is. Now, this may not be an obvious thing, but if you know when the main meal is, you can pace yourself, and that's going to be important, as you'll find out in just a minute. The second way to make sure you don't overeat at Thanksgiving is once you know what time the main meal is, you can sleep later. If you're sleeping, you're not going to be eating. Unless you're one of those people. No judgments, it's probably a disease. You probably should have that checked out. The third way to make sure you don't overeat during Thanksgiving is to have a big ass salad a couple hours before the main meal. Keep it simple, make it a nice big bowl of mixed greens with very little dressing on it, and that'll keep you full right up until dinner time. The fourth way to make sure you don't overeat at Thanksgiving is to drink a liter of water about a half hour before the scheduled mealtime. They always start late unless you have one of those mothers who always start precisely on time. Right, Mom? Right, Mom? Always on time. And it's always during the kickoff of the most important game. Thanks a lot, Mom. The fifth way to make sure you don't overeat at Thanksgiving is to have a smaller plate. If you have a smaller plate, then you're probably going to load it up with less food, unless you go vertical, which, who does that? Who would actually go vertical? Well, my brother. My brother would go vertical. The smaller plate size will make it look like you're actually eating the same amount or more. It tricks your brain, which tricks your stomach. It's science!
Tom is the Friskified Science Guy. Tom.
The next way to make sure you don't overeat at Thanksgiving is to load your plate primarily with protein. Protein will fill you up more than carbs. If you eat primarily carbs, you're probably going to eat a lot of food, whereas the protein will stay in your stomach. It takes a little bit more time for that to digest. And the final way to make sure you don't overeat at Thanksgiving is to enjoy yourself. Eat the foods that you want. If you followed the advice in this video up until this point, you probably won't have a lot of room left in your stomach anyhow. And here's a bonus tip.
Eat slowly.
Let your stomach feel the food. The trick here is to only eat until you're 80% full, not eat until you hate yourself. So those are a few ways to make sure you don't overeat at Thanksgiving. Did I miss any? Let me know down in the comments below. And happy Thanksgiving. My name's Tom, this is Friskified Fitness, and we'll see you next time.